Set your laptop at.
Yeah, we'll set it up right here.
Set it on the internet.
Let's see if we get anything. Do you have any extension cord or any Java close here?
Is it running out of the dime?
It's pretty low, man.
Fucking doing work, boys. Wow, wow. Well, we'll reach that. Are we fucking live right now?
Yeah.
Fuck, boys, where are you? I'm in here.
We got 3 viewers.
Really?
Look at it. We got 3 fuck boys.
Where
I
are we?
don't know. It's showing 3. Who we got? We got Hi. Logan, what's up, man?
What is happening, man? You got any stardom, sit-em questions moving into your week 11 matchup? Fucking Myles Garrett's out there trying to kill people. That shit was wild. If you're gonna suspend Vontez Perfect for like foreseeable future, I think this guy's got to join him.
Dude, I mean, Garrett's got to be gone. I'm thinking a season. I'm thinking rest of the season, he's out.
I know Rudolph touched his helmet first.
Like, that's malicious.
Dude.
Like, you're trying to kill him. It's basically throwing a stone at the guy's head.
Dude, literally swinging hard, literally swinging rocks. Ronald Jones or Sony Michel? I think you got to go
have
Ronald.
to go Ronald. I agree. I think Ronald Jones getting involved in the passing game. At this point, I think he's got a safer floor and a higher ceiling.
It's a Sony Michel. I'm sick and tired of wondering why he's not on the field. And when he's on the field, I'm wondering why he looks like a bitch.
You guys can hear us, right? Logan, you heard that, right? You guys
heard
are hearing
that,
us?
baby? You heard that, Logan? All right, baby.
OBJ, I've got one keeper stock in. All right, sick. Here it is. All right, I've got one OBJ keeper stock in our league that we've got together, our hometown league. And I'll tell you what, it's been tough sledding, but his schedule does get soft here. So if you wrote him this long, I feel like you maybe got to stick him out. Even if it's not a wide receiver, at least throw him in as a flex play. But he's got some nice matchups coming up.
Do we think Emmanuel Sanders is going to play? I don't think so.
He didn't participate today, so
I'm thinking him and Kittle are on the shelf one more week out there.
With that, I think Deebo Samuel, if he's still out in a lot of leagues, I think you can plug and play. If both those guys are out, I think he could be a definite flex play for you guys.
Yeah, I mean Garoppolo's got the juicy matchup, but if he's missing his 2 number 1 boys, I don't think you can mess with that either.
Yeah, Deebo makes enough stuff happen after the catch where if he only gets, his say 6-7 carries or 6-7 targets.
I dropped Deebo in our keeper league and I had to pay a little fab to bring him back in. You know what I'm saying? I was like, I'll be damned if I'm going to let somebody else pick him up and he's going to do good. I'm fucking put 15% on him and bring him back.
Dude, we got 5 people hanging out with us here.
Man, we got
2 upvotes, baby.
Upvotes, baby. Oh, I'm feeling it, boys.
All right, what else you guys got?
I mean, if this goes over well, I mean, we could do this
do it
Sunday morning at like 11:30 a.m. Central Time. All right, we got any more action out there? I'm just fucking staring into the meatballs here, base. What about
Jay? I saw that he was visiting the Eagles.
He's visiting everybody though. They're just kicking tires on.
I don't know. I think Howard's pretty safe in his position. I think that
going back to the Eagles would be like the least favorite of his destinations. I don't think he has any kind of role but backing up Howard and Miles Sanders in that situation.
Even if Ajayi signs, I don't think he's worth rostering at this point.
I mean, if the Lions aren't willing to bring him in, I think he's toast.
They brought in 2 backs, and one was not Jay Ajayi.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's toast. And the Cardinals signed Zach Zinner over him. And you signed Zach Zinner, I don't know. Either he's asking for too much money or he's toast. Because, dude, the Lions of Ty Johnson, who's banged up, and I got J.D. McKissick and Dick Bums to be named later.
Yeah, Jai. I actually did pick up Jai a couple weeks ago. I had in a 20 roster league. I had an open spot and picked up a Jai when he was going on a visit to Detroit. But I feel like Detroit was at least a situation where he could have taken over backfield in Philadelphia. If he does sign, I feel like, like you said, I think he's going to be buried 3rd at best on the depth chart. The other guy, Sanders has his role. I think Howard's got his role. And I think he's just gonna be scraping up
I
maybe
think
some
he's
special teams action.
Yeah, I got absolutely zero faith in Jay Ajayi being relevant again in the NFL.
All right.
I have Barkley, Chubb, Hunt, Balaj, and Brian Hill, now Ajayi.
Well, Barkley's on bye this week. Chubb, I mean, out of these guys moving forward, it sounds crazy, but I mean, Hunt might be the guy to own out of all those. I mean, this
Yeah.
guy's back to back getting like seven catches a game here.
Chubb's looking more and more like he's touchdown dependent with
Yeah,
with
it's
Kareem Hunt on the scene.
yeah, Balaj is puke filth in my eyes. Brian Hill might be a decent play. I mean,
Yeah,
we'll
Brian Hill
see.
over Kalen Balaj all day long. I mean, you saw Kalen Balaj got like 20 carries for like 30 yards last week. It was gross. I mean,
Yeah, he's. I
the
mean,
Dolphins are bad. He's bad.
he'll at least look decent. So I mean with Freeman out, you could.
Oh, Mike Gesicki or Noah Fant. You're running out Noah Fant.
I was just telling him during the game earlier. I was like, my tight end is a bag of
Ooh.
cocks, and I'm running out Noah Fant. I actually feel pretty decent since Emmanuel Sanders trade. I think he's second behind Sutton in targets.
This man has received 50 points from his tight end position in
On the
full-point
year.
PPR.
On the year.
In full-point PPR.
I had Jared Cook to start the year, cut his ass after 2 weeks, rode Vance McDonald. My biggest week was picking up Jack Doyle off of waivers and giving me 12 points. That's my only double-digit tight end play of the week. 50 points for the year. It's fucked.
Yeah. Yeah, I picked up Mike Gesicki last week, but I didn't run him out there. I decided to roll the dice with old dirty OJ Howard versus the Cardinals, who just vomit up points to tight ends, and I got lucky enough for OJ Howard to sneak his ass in the end zone. But I don't know. I think Mike Gesicki does have a ceiling to him, but it's still the Dolphins.
I mean, Fan has a decent ceiling.
Oh yeah.
I mean, he can take it to the house any play like he's shown.
Fan's got the draft pedigree too.
Should I pick up Fant? He's already got Kittle. I mean, if you really don't have anything else, Kittle looks like he's doubtful.
Yeah.
I think Fant, if he's available, is a fantastic streaming option.
I think Sanders has more of a chance to suit up than Kittle, but I don't think either of them are going to play.
Yeah, I mean, I'd like that. If he's still on waivers, I definitely would feel pretty good about throwing Fant out there.
3 upvotes, baby. Let's go, baby. Feeling
Let's get
sexy.
them questions coming here. I like this.
Sexy.
I don't want to just look at ourselves on the screen.
I'm just looking to ourselves. I talk to myself all the time. So at least now I'm just recording myself talking to myself.
It's another level. We got currently 5 viewers on the scope here.
First time we've exposed the Hasbro minis on top of the tanker sign. Usually just get a little tasty poo with some.
What do you think about Diggs this week? I mean, Thielen looks like they're saying he might go, but I'm not buying it. I think Thielen's going to wait at least one more week. I mean, Diggs, I think
he's got the Chris Harris matchup, though.
The Chris Harris matchup, but I think the league-winning upside is enough that you have to run him out.
Oh, I told the guy to start Diggs over Odell Beckham this week, and so far, I think Odell Beckham got 10 PPR, so, the ceiling's not too high. I could definitely clear on that one.
I mean, I'd feel decent about throwing Diggs out there. Oh, I need to drop 2 to pick up a kicker and defense. I'm holding out on Diggs this week. Playing DJ Chark, which I really like, and Evans, also blow-up match. I think both those guys.
Yeah, with Lattimore out, Evans.
I think both those guys are blow-up matchups. Probably top 12 plays at the wide receiver position this week.
Evans got 0 last time he faced Lattimore. Now Lattimore's out, so I think it's all in. Mike Evans top 5 play this week.
Yeah, I mean him and Godwin both could combine for 70 points.
Godwin was on the buy low. He's had like 3 weeks in a row outside the top 20.
And he's still a decent, getting like 60 yards a game out of those.
Yeah,
so
he was on the buy low. I mean, you can't expect this guy to go out there and be a world beater week in and week out. I mean, there's going to be some down weeks. Even the amazing Cooper Kupp put up a 0.
I don't know how that happens.
Yeah, I looked at it. I was at work. I was like, is he hurt? Is he just nah, Jared Goff just that fucking terrible.
All right. See, go back to that question here, Mitch. I need to drop 2 to pick up a kicker and tight end. Who are you thinking about dropping? Is there any guys that are kind of on the bubble? Which 2 of these bums I need to get rid of to make way?
Yeah, I mean, you got. I mean, if you're gonna, I mean, dropping for streaming tight ends and kickers. I mean, these guys.
Yeah, I mean, you honestly, I mean, it's not the worst strategy in the world.
I mean,
if
you
you
get-
feel good on your bench, that you just don't pick up a tight end.
Well, I mean, you got to feel the full lineup. You go out there, you lose by 3.
It also depends on who's on your waivers. I mean, if your waivers completely dried up.
I mean, if we're talking 5-point benches, I mean, 5-player benches, that could be a really tight fucking situation.
I mean, see, yeah, if not everyone's got our 20-player rosters,
yeah, we're talking 5-player benches. It could be
a Blige. I would feel good with cutting.
Yeah,
N'Keal Harry and Ajayi. I would feel good with cutting Blige number 1 because he's at least proven it that he can't do it.
I don't know. I mean, if any of these guys, Blige is complete trash. I do agree with Logan that Blige is complete trash. But if you look at it, he's the only one of those 3 who's guaranteed
who is
to touch
on a roster.
He's guaranteed
Technically
to touch
on
footballs.
a roster.
Yeah, Ajayi's not on a roster. And then N'Keal Harry is yet to even like touch a football this season. So I don't know.
Honestly, I would probably say out of those 3, like if I forced the guy, I'd probably go cut Ajayi. I mean, N'Keal Harry at least is planning on playing this season. Ajayi at this point, this guy is on the streets eating potato chips in his yard. Like we don't even know. So there's a decent chance that this guy never even touches a football this season.
Yeah, I'd probably cut Blige, and then depending on who your wide receivers. I mean, your wide receivers are apparently Chark, Evans, and Diggs, so you don't have to really worry about N'Keal Harry ever being relevant. So I don't know. I might cut Harry and Ajayi on that one. Because, he's got the 3 wide receivers, and the Patriots aren't really chucking the football that much anyway. Edelman and Sanu.
All right, he also has Sanders and Metcalf, so I mean, yeah, I'd feel decent about Harry.
Oh yeah, just cut Harry then.
All right, full point PPR here. Who should I drop? Samuels, Coleman, John Brown, Murray. I'm assuming Latavius Murray. I think Samuels is a strong holder right now. Connor left the game with his shoulder.
Yeah, we have no idea how bad that is.
He was already telling Fox in pregame that he wasn't 100%. I think Samuels is definitely a hold. Coleman, you have to hold.
And it was he just re-aggravated the same injury, so that's never a good thing. He's probably looking at a minimum 2 to 3 week absence right now. So I think Samuels is safe.
Coleman, I think you have to hold on to in this run first.
I don't want to cut any of those guys.
I know. John Brown's been John Brown and who was it? Hopkins?
John Brown has got like 5 or more catches in like
I think it was Hopkins or Michael Thomas. I can't remember. He was one of 2 wide receivers to have at least 50 yards in every single game so far this year.
John Brown has been very safe.
His floor is extremely safe at the wide receiver
flex
position.
Play deluxe.
In Murray, we've seen if Kamara misses time, this is plug and play top end RB1. Are those literally the only guys you can cut, Jason? Because there's no one else.
I don't want to cut any of those guys.
All right, does Hunt have keeper value like Mac if Hunt goes down in another team? Honestly, I was talking to him about this during the game. I have Hunt in our hometown league, and it's a 5-keeper league, and Hunt's kind of right on that border that I would definitely keep. My guess is he goes somewhere else. He's going to get paid. He's probably going to be making in that $10 million a year range. He's going to go somewhere. I think depending on how many people you can keep, I think Hunt is a strong keeper hold. That's all I got to cut. I drafted pretty damn good. All right.
Oh, man.
I mean, if you're forced, who are we looking to cut here? What are we cutting for? How about that?
Yeah, what are we cutting for? Because if I'm going to tell you one of those guys, I think I got to lean toward Latavius Murray. But, man, I really don't want to cut Latavius Murray.
All right, Mitch. Let's see. Niners D and Jets D.
Niners D is tough as nails. I was thinking about benching him last week versus the Seahawks. They went out there and just ate with like 3 turnovers, a touchdown, and like 5 or 6 sacks. I think the Niners are matchup proof.
Yeah, Jets have a good matchup though this week, don't they? You're Redskins, so
I don't know. I don't think you can bench.
I don't think you can bench the Niners. That the Jets are actually a decent streaming, but out of those 2, I gotta try out the Niners. All right, who we got? We got Mo Hill. We got keep 2 key. Oh, it's a 2-keeper league. Saquon, Mack, and Hunt are my options. I'm losing sleep over here. Tank. I would feel better about keeping Hunt at this point than Mac. I know it sounds crazy, but
I mean, Mac hasn't been top 10 performance since his week 1 blow
I mean,
up.
what's he? He's like 19th on the year, or something like that, right? 12
Yeah,
point
I
PPR.
called him the upper middle class Sony Michel a couple weeks ago. Oh, I mean, he's getting those carries, but they're not necessarily. I mean, you talk about 80 yards on the day, and that's pretty solid. But if you look at 80 yards, no touchdowns, no receptions, talking about 8 points out the door, and you're like, gross. I don't know. I'm not a big guy. I'm not big on Marlon Mack.
No, I mean, I kind of liked him going into the year. I was pretty high on him, but he just really hasn't shown much of a safe play at this point with no elevated ceiling besides week 1. All right, Jason, talking rest of season defense or sleeper D for rest of the year. That's who you're going for the cut. Is that correct? Who you're looking to cut to make you need a defense, right? Is that what the discussion is here? We're cutting one of those 4 guys for a defense.
I think the Eagles had a pretty good, if I remember right, the Eagles had a pretty tasty fantasy playoff matchups.
Is Jameis a safe play this week? They've got Saints, right?
Yeah.
Saints this week. I don't know. Who else, Logan? Who else you got?
Who
a
else
quarterback?
you got? I mean, I do believe in Jameis' ceiling. But
I'm all right with that. But all right, been using Dak, pick up Foles last week to playoff schedule. Is that a question?
I mean, if you're talking about Dak, we got to run out Dak for
Dak,
further notice. Still further notice.
Yes, Lattimore's hurt.
Yeah, Lattimore's hurt, so it's probably be more wide open. I think they will be able to clang and bang. You think the Saints went home last week and they got mad, right? They had to have gotten mad.
It's either Jameis or Brissett, who's playing Jacksonville in his first game back from injury. I would probably trot out Jameis. I would say Winston. I feel like it's going to be a high-scoring shootout. Even if he goes out there, throws 2-3 picks, I think he's going to get 2-3 touchdowns and 300 plus. I think floor is 300 yards this week.
Carolina D, is that good for the rest of the season?
Yes. I've been trying them out in many leagues, and they're a top 5 fantasy defense at this point in most leagues, depending what your scoring is. All right.
Yeah, that end of that game was Myles Garrett needs to be suspended for the rest of the season. I mean, if you're going to throw the book at a guy like Vontaze Burfict for making a play during an actual NFL play, I mean, he's out there, he's head hunting, but that was between the whistles, right? I mean, this guy was actually after the whistle.
You're basically crossing a line, and you're basically trying to murder a human being at this point. That's how I see it.
You do that. I go outside right now, and I go uptown, and I swing a helmet at somebody's head. I'm going to fucking prison. I'm going to fucking prison, boys.
All right, we got a couple questions here. Pick 2. Kirk, yes. Montgomery, I'm not feeling. He tweaked his ankle, did not participate.
Yeah, I'm worried about Montgomery this week.
I am not feeling him at all. Lindsey or Coleman? Out of these 2 guys, I'm going Kirk and Coleman.
Yeah. The Cardinals, playing the Cardinals D, I'm feeling that Kirk and Coleman. I'm running out Christian Kirk until further notice. And with Matt Breida probably looking to miss, it's going to be Tevin Coleman and the Raheem Mostert show. So I'm feeling
Coleman probably going to get involved in more catches. We saw you
Coleman's 3 catches since his 4 touchdown game.
But we saw Coleman get 3 catches on the last drive with Breida out. Maybe increase his floor even a little bit more. Are we trusting DJ Moore rest of the season?
I love him, baby.
I feel like we've answered all these questions earlier today that we were talking. We both love DJ Moore. I feel like his floor is nice, and he has a slightly elevated ceiling.
He's only got the 1 touchdown. I feel like he's going to finish the year with 4, 5, or 6 touchdowns.
Same with Odell. Dude, Odell's only got 1. We're talking about Devontae Parker, pretty much the same with lesser floor. I feel like Parker, I don't know if I can fully trust him in a lineup yet. I feel like he's a good bye-week filler flex play, but I don't have confidence trotting him out as a wide receiver.
I did get a chuckle from when Mason got pushed down and called that guy a bitch.
Yeah. That was awesome.
He looked up at him and he was like, bitch. I got a little more respect for Mason Rudolph.
He's awesome.
That was hilarious.
All right. I think you're doing the Steelers' favor. Rudolph sucks. Yes, he's bad.
He is bad.
He is a bad quarterback. All right, Mostert, Balaj, or are we talking Montgomery?
Yeah, I assume he's talking Montgomery, but I
think out of those, they're all dark plays, and I think Mostert.
I'm running out Mostert. I'm benching David Johnson and Sony Michel's bitch ass for my boy Raheem Mostert. It feels dirty. I feel filthy about it.
He's got speed though, so I mean he can get it. I mean, if he gets in at 8 to 10,
I'm saying who can get me 8 to 10 fantasy points?
if he can get you 8 to 10, and you're talking dart throw out of these dick rods, I feel like Mostert can get you that.
Coleman and Drake or Coleman and Miles Sanders. I mean, Sanders. Miles Sanders has got that tough matchup versus the Patriots.
Yeah,
I'm feeling Drake and Coleman. Like I'm feeling the Drake rest of the season. I really am.
I don't know. For me, the Arizona backfield is just so murky and like hidden from us all. It's like it's keeping it under wraps. They're not telling anyone. It's all greasy.
It is, but I mean, you watch that game at all, and you just know that Kenyon Drake is the better option out of those two guys. I mean, David Johnson looked like he was pulling a fucking. Looked like
he's got a plow,
dude. What was he doing? I saw some shit on Twitter. Like showed the David Johnson run right next to some like high school game where they like gave this like 75-year-old man like a gimme touchdown, and they were acting like they were trying to fucking tackle him, and he was like fucking weeble and wobbling like 30 yards, and he looked better than David Johnson. So
Anthony also loves the show. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Anthony, baby. The love is much appreciated.
So Anthony, what are we thinking? We're thinking Drake, trot him out.
Yeah, I'm feeling the Drake. I'm feeling the Drake and the Coleman. I don't know. I do like Miles Sanders' gig, but I think they're gonna. I mean, Jordan Howard is not going to stop touching footballs out there. And the New England defense, New England went there. They went there, got their shit pushed in Baltimore. They went home and had to stew about that shit for 2 weeks. They are so pissed. And when New England gets pissed, shit happens.
But then if they're playing from behind, then maybe you get a little more.
Well, they got nothing to do but to stop the run. I mean, who are they going to? Alshon Jeffrey's looking doubtful. Deshaun Jackson's out for the yeah. They got to key in on the Ertz, and they got to key in on the run, and that's it. Because their secondary members are tough as nails. They can single coverage any of those Eagle bums, any of them. All right, baby. This went better than I thought it was going to. I'm going to be completely honest. I thought we were going to come on here.
I thought we were going to get one question.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be dead air. I thought I was going to have to come up with questions just to make it look like I was doing something.
We'll get our burner accounts going.
Find some shit so I can make it happen, boys. But
I mean, what do you guys think? 8 people still on here. What do you guys, if we did this on this Sunday before game time, anyone would tune in? One more cue. Give it to us.
All right, I'm in.
Give us more questions. We don't mind. That's what we're here for.
Because we gotta, the game right for game time, right for kickoff. Might do some 11:30 to like 11:50.
Maybe even 11. Get a full hour of this. I mean, we've already been on 23 minutes. I feel like we just started.
Jesus, we've been for 23 minutes already, grinding out there. I've been pumping out 10 to 12-minute videos, and this feels like a lot shorter than that.
Can I get a sexy deluxe, baby? You sure can.
Oh, sexy deluxe. And that game was far from that. That game tonight was far from sexy deluxe. I mean, I was seriously about ready to fall asleep, boys, until helmets started being swung around out there, and then I was like, "Whoa, let's get it!"
More action than the WWE commercials.
It's seriously like the only time like I sat up on the edge of my seat, like I was like laying back, like looking at my phone. I was like, "Hold on, wait a minute, shit's getting real."
And literally right before it happened, we were talking about player safety, and we're like, if the NFL actually gave a shit, they would just call it and take a knee.
First of all, if the NFL gave a shit,
take a knee, bringing it in. We're done.
The NFL
we're on the buses.
Truly gave a shit about player safety. There would be no Thursday night football. And
we literally said this too.
Yeah, I literally said that after the game. I was like, imagine if motherfuckers were swinging helmets at Tom Brady. A sniper might have gunned him down from the rooftop. They're like, back off with Tom. Tom probably has his own private sniper up there.
I do like your intro when you say, go fuck yourself. Yeah, I love that.
So, I do get some hate about that. You got some softies out there. You got some people that just can't handle. How dare he swear at me? And it's like, I'm not really swearing at you. You know what I'm saying? Just kind of a
all right, here we go.
Funny hook.
We got this question. We got Chark, Fuller, Scary Terry, and the flex. Out of those three, I mean, Fuller's coming off of injury. Probably gonna go, but even in a matchup, like a high-score matchup, I don't think you can play it. Scary Terry.
I do like Scary Terry's matchup. They're talking about moving him all over the field too.
Yeah, but I feel
I'm
like
still going
I feel
Chark.
like you got. I feel like you have to go Chark. You have to. I mean, this is a guy. I feel like his floor is gonna get you 11 to. He's gonna get you 10 to 12 on your floor with touchdown upside. Easy could be in the 20s.
The last time I benched Chark was against the Panthers when they're talking about Bradbury shutting him down. He went out there and just ate him alive for 2 touchdowns, like 150.
The go fuck yourself made me sub.
Oh,
dude.
Yeah.
This is the first year I haven't been able to make every video during the week,
what
which I
people-
very miss. I
See
miss
what telling
this
people to go
very
fuck
much.
themselves does?
I don't know if you guys know, but we're actually family and actually related. We're not just two random bums.
Cousins.
So we're first cousins. We live like 15 minutes apart from each other.
Moms and sisters.
So we try and get together as much as we can. My week schedule is pretty crazy often, but I actually have an off day tomorrow. So I'm out here doing this for you guys.
Tony's in the What's Up Tone Bones, baby. Tony in the house. Why don't you ask me who you should play against me this week, Tony, so I can sabotage your lineup?
Tony, this is our current number 1 seed currently in Crunk Juice,
yeah,
right?
9-1 Tone Bones on the scene.
But we've got 4 straight victories for the dad shorts.
I'm coming at you with my fucking wide receiver 2/3s this week, baby. I got a whole fucking clown car full of them, and we're gonna fucking unload.
You are, of course we are. Was that a question or what, Tone?
20. All right.
No.
You make me tougher. Yeah, there we go. Tough as nails.
Yeah, baby.
Baby, we're grinding out there. All right, boys. I'm feeling fucking pretty good. This one, I mean, I already said it, but this went pretty fucking good. I'm feeling pretty fucking good about it.
We got 12 viewers, no questions. What's going on?
It's 11:30 at night, and we're actually like fielding things. I couldn't believe it.
How do you handle being out of the playoffs? I'm assuming this is you
talking about the Bears. We ain't out of there.
I'm a diehard Jags. So we're still rocking. We got Foles back. I'm feeling okay.
Get me to 6-5 moving into Thanksgiving. I'm dressing up the house. We're driving up to Detroit for Thanksgiving, boys.
Anthony's showing some love. Anthony, give us your address. We'll send you a Tanker's koozie, baby.
Oh, baby.
Don't change a thing. We're the best show on the tube. I'll let everyone in my leagues know about you.
I got a whole shoebox full of Tanker's koozies.
We have like just 50 koozies ready to go. The
hog, baby. Whoa, get me to 6-5 Bears. We're gonna unweatherize the hog, and we're gonna drive her up there to Michigan. I mean, it made it to Denver, which was how I have no fucking idea, but it did make it to Denver. Then it broke down week 7 on the fucking Eisenhower. Thought we're fucking drunk on the Eisenhower.
Let's keep this going. I have to get up in 5 hours. All right, baby, let's do it. Sausage fest. Let's grind it out.
Did we miss anything?
I think we've caught them all up. Handle out of the fantasy playoffs. Wait, how do you handle being? Oh, is this the guy who's talking? This is the tank guy who's talking about Hunt, right? I'm scrolling back on the message. Just give me a quick yes or no. This is the guy who's talking about the keepers with Hunt, right?
Handle out of the fantasy playoffs.
Give me yes, no. 93. Kawhi.
I am just not a Marlon Mack guy. I don't know. I know he has his ups and his downs, but.
All right, screw it. I'm going back in messages and look. Actually, no. What do we got here? I have Hunter Henry. How do you handle being out of the playoffs in fantasy with 3 weeks left of the regular season? Well, it's tough. I'll give you that. It is not fun. All right, no, I have Hunter Henry on bye next week. Do you think Hollister is a good bye week fill-in? Dude, I mean, if he's looking to be the only tight end still healthy on this roster and like Luke is still missing time, I think Hollister has some chemistry with Wilson. I think he's a decent filler in for you. With some severe touchdown upside.
Yeah, I told a guy to put some fab down on Hollister. I mean, you're talking about tight end wasteland here. We're talking about Hooper's done.
Hey, we're talking about
Evan Ingram's
6 points, and I'm okay with it.
Talking about George Kittle's out. I mean, we're talking about if you don't have Kelsey or like, say, Mark Andrews You got nothing.
I mean,
at this
yeah,
point.
Hunter Henry. Did he say Hunter Henry? But I mean, he's got
Yeah,
Henry.
Darren Waller's fallen off the face of the earth since
three,
Tyrell.
three straight single-digit games.
Hunter
for him.
Renfro's back. Tyrell Williams is back, and they're just not
right.
targeting him 15 times a game. All right,
Anthony Nelson, do you own Russell Wilson and Lamar Jackson? Because if you do, that is one tremendous
and if it's
difficult decision you have to make.
And if it had your trade line hasn't passed, I would look to move one of them.
I mean, rest of the season, I think you strictly have to look matchups. I mean, I
don't see how you can.
I mean, they both have extremely safe floors, but also very high ups. I think if you're willing to keep both of them, I think you got to play matchups. And this week, I like Jackson. But if the trade deadline's still going on, I would try and you could probably get an elite like wide receiver 1 or like mid range RB1.
Back to that Kawhi 93. He's talking about what's he doing. I don't know. I would look to do some sports gambling and pound some DFS and maybe go to a what's that draft.com where you can do that 5 versus 5. I like doing those. If you still got if you're watching football, you got to be gambling on something, right? So I'm all in on if your fantasy season is over in your main league, I'm all about expanding my options to DFS.
All right, here we go. Would you trade Ertz in Philadelphia D for Ridley, Jalen Samuels, and Witten? I think for me, I want to hear more about this Connor situation.
Yeah, I mean, if
the Connor situation is looking like he's missing some serious time, probably yes. But I think as of now, no. I think the tight ends are so dry, and you get Ertz a locked in top 3 or 4 play, and you're shitting on your other tight end by at least 10 points every week. So I would wait on the Connor situation, but I'd probably hold on for now. You also have Hunter Henry and Waller as well. I wouldn't be afraid to double flex that, but I feel like Hunter is the starter moving forward. If you're only forced to play one tight end, Gallup or Ingram half point PPR. Ingram's kind of fall off a little bit. I mean, he's kind of
Ingram.
I mean, he's kind of been touchdown dependent.
You gotta play Mark Ingram. Michael Gallup has been getting it in the end zone lately, but his targets are still like 4 or 5 a game. You gotta go Mark Ingram. I love Michael Gallup. I'm a Michael Gallup owner. I'm starting him in my second flex this week, but I don't even think twice about playing Mark Ingram over
him. All right. Both San Fran running backs. What do I do? I'm 7-3. You hold on unless someone wants to pay something for it. That's what I would do.
Yeah,
I mean, with these bye week fillers, people are drying up in their starting lineup, so I have no shame in just holding on to guys and dicking people over.
Yeah, like I said, I'm starting Raheem Mostert in a league. I think Tevin Coleman's a solid RB2.
If you're looking to move, if you could get anything for Mostert, I probably would, but I would hold on Coleman.
Waller gonna kill Cincinnati this week, right? I mean, I think the Raiders are gonna kill Cincinnati.
I think it might be Josh Jacobs kill Cincinnati situation.
I don't think the Raiders are gonna have to huck it, chuck it football.
Like I know that
times to win this game at home.
Yeah, I just don't see like Derek Carr throwing for 303. I see him.
I mean, if you're talking Waller over like streaming a tight end, I'd roll with Waller.
I mean, realistically, unless you have like one of the sexy boys like a Kelsey or Ertz or like a Hunter Henry, like you're starting. You're probably going to be starting Waller no matter what.
Was offered Cup for Golden Tate. You get in there and you take that offer and you run and hide right now. You go and run and hide.
Yes, go get Cup.
You click it fast as shit and go run and hide. That's what I would fucking do. All right, with the Niners coming off their first loss, what do you think their game plan is? What's the breakout game? The Sanders out. I mean, if Debo is on your waiver, I would definitely go and swoop him up.
Yeah, I think he's a safe play. I mean, look at Kittle's looking to possibly miss some time, and then you got Emmanuel Sanders looking possibly out. There's really not many people left, and I think Goodwin is basically a one-trick pony, and he's still maybe seeing 2 to 3 targets max a game. So, yeah, I like Debo. If he's still on your waiver wire, you pick him up. And big play bonus for 40-plus yards. I mean, Goodwin would be in that realm, but I still don't feel good at all about having Goodwin. No. I definitely go Debo. For the 49ers game plan, I think it's going to be the same. I think they're going to play very good D, and I think they're going to pound the shit out of the rock and try and have Garoppolo throw it less than 25 times a game.
How many leagues are y'all in, and what are the buy-ins? We are in our hometown keeper league, 5-keeper league. We have $150 buy-in, which I would like to up. I'm in 4 of the FBG, my FFPC FBG player championships. I'm in 4 of those for $350 a piece. But I split a couple of those, so I'm not all in on the $350 on every single one of those.
Yeah, I'm in probably like 6 or 7 leagues. One's 150, two's 100, and then the rest are 50.
We had listener leagues the last couple of years. I don't know. I just wasn't feeling it this year. It's like
I just can't get about free fantasy.
you look at number 1, it's free fantasy. Don't like that. Number 2, you always
Pettis time. No,
assholes.
I don't like Pettis. I still can't get about it.
Pettis time. No way. Like Pettis time. The guy's coming up lame in practice. They're talking
the
about
coach is talking about he's gonna be seeing less opportunity.
Coaches never talk shit about their players.
And he did.
So I think he's about. I don't. It's never Pettis time.
All right. Okay. In one league, Crowder, Parker, and Godwin, Sanders as well. What?
Yeah. What?
Okay. In one league, what is he talking about?
What's up?
I don't know. What's the
he was
question?
the guy that was offered Cup for Golden
Well,
Tate.
was there a question? The hog smells like a bunch of cigarettes.
Maybe spilt liquor. I don't know. It's pretty sexy in there. I can't imagine. I mean, every time I step into the place, I just have this feels so good.
Oh, wide receiver.
The bear's in there. I used to have that 5-foot stuff bear used to hang out on the show.
All right, so
he's being held hostage in the hog right
Anthony
now. He'll be back.
3 of these. You need to start 3 of those. I mean, you're gonna probably have to start Crowder and Godwin for sure. And then probably Parker because Sanders probably isn't going to be shooting up.
Yeah, definitely Godwin.
You had to do Godwin. Crowder at this point.
He's been good.
I mean, Chowder. I mean, got the clam chowder out there. You're slinging. I mean,
red or the white.
Chowder hasn't been too bad.
Big fan of the white.
Your live stream needs more whiskey. We're actually stone cold sober somehow at this point.
Yeah, I know. I don't really want to be. After this is over, I'll be working on that.
Do you have any liquor, any booze? Taking polls on live stream.
I'm not a big keep booze in the house. When I buy,
you're gonna buy the liquor, have it that night, and it's done.
Consume it all.
Can we invest?
Buy the 5th of fucking Tito's and consume it all.
All right, can we invest? Gordon in Seattle. Let's see. He was trusted on 2 3rd and downs and came through. Yes, he did. I mean,
I wouldn't start him.
I don't know if I can start him yet, but if you have him,
even if Lockett sits, I don't think I'm going to play him.
If you do have him, I think you definitely hold on to him, though.
Yeah.
I wouldn't feel good about trotting him out this week by any means. But
he needs to show it to me. He needs to go out there and he needs to get me 15 PPR points one fucking time, and then maybe we can start talking about it. I'm just not a believer. I think he's lost a couple steps. I think all those years of not giving a shit and ripping bongs, that didn't help. How's that helping?
How do you feel about the Packers? They are a very good football team, I would say.
Yeah, I know. It makes me sick.
I would say this is probably the most balanced team that Aaron Rodgers has ever had.
Aaron Rodgers don't have to win. He just has to show up and do magical things every once in a while. Other than that, they're just running it down people's throats.
So mad
playing solid D.
Speedy is so mad he dropped Ronald Jones a week before he got his head up his head. You know what? I drafted Ronald Jones in one league. I was so drunk I don't even remember drafting him. I cut him in preseason. Didn't feel bad about it. Still don't feel bad. So don't feel bad.
I mean, when he was getting those catches last week, but his rushing was bad.
Not ours, Tony. No, my other keeper league. Baby.
He appears to be still in that timeshare. Peyton Barber did get that goal on look. He did score.
No way he's starting.
You can't go. No. Yeah, you start him against me. That's what we're talking about, baby. Yeah. Why don't you bench one of them sexy boys and start yourself some Ronald Jones? You know who I hear is going to have a big game? Dante Pettis. You should go out there and pick him up and fucking run him out there against me.
What is happening to the Redskins backfield? Are we starting Geiser Peterson? You on your fantasy team are starting neither.
I wouldn't want to do either, but if I had to pick my poison, I'm still going Peterson.
You have to at this point.
You got to pick my poison?
I think they're both going to get you about 38 yards on the ground with 1 catch apiece.
It's happening in the red. I don't know. Peterson, yeah, absolutely Peterson. I mean, they're both gross. I'm not convinced Geis isn't going to go out there, come up lame again, and then disappear for another fucking couple months.
I mean, I'm not saying Geis can't be the guy down the road, but at this point, there's no way you can feel good about starting either one. And if you're forced, like gun to your head, have to start one of these two guys, yeah, Peterson would probably have to be the choice.
You gotta go Peterson.
I drop Peterson. Yeah, pretty smart, probably.
Yeah, I mean, he's not the type of guy like we saw. Like he had a safe floor because of how much he was touching the football, but he still hasn't scored a touchdown under Callahan. Yeah, he was getting out there. He was getting 10 to 12, 13 PPR points a week, but that was still like high-end RB3 production. I don't think he was ever going to break into that RB2 sexy deluxe. What's your favorite dish on Thanksgiving? I know it sounds...
Was that? I didn't even see that question.
You take the stovetop stuffing, right? You mix it with the mashed potatoes and the gravy and some corn. Oh, baby, and you're all in.
I know this is crazy. I'm really not a Thanksgiving meal type of person. Like, obviously, I obviously eat a shitload of it, but I really don't like turkey that much.
And like fucking.
So I mean, stuffing and maybe if there's mac and cheese.
What's that corn pudding shit? Scallop corn? What do they call that shit?
Scallop corn shit.
Delicious.
I mean, if mac and cheese is there, I'm down. I love some mac and cheese. But honestly, I'm not a big turkey fan, not a big ham guy. So I mean, I'll eat the hell out of it, but I'd rather have the Christmas like prime rib. You know what I'm saying? That's why that's what I'm all about.
People want to see it.
Take out the golden shovel for Connor and Juju.
It's never too far away. Bell tolls twice for the Steelers offense. Mason Rudolph almost getting fucking killed out there. James Conner's dead on arrival. Juju was fucking dead the moment he fucking stepped on the field after Roethlisberger got hurt.
It's been ugly,
dude.
Ugly. We have no stocks.
I don't have any
Juju between Juju, and we feel really good.
I was high on him coming in, though. I mean,
yeah, I thought he'd still be decent. I thought he'd be like.
He was like
top shelf wide receiver too.
Top of my second tier. Like, you know, you still had your Hopkinses, you still had your Michael Thomas. You still had your who else was going
Devontae
Adams.
Yeah,
Devontae Adams.
All right. Winston or Foles? I haven't had
OBJ's bum ass ranked ahead of him.
You got to start Winston over Folks.
Yeah, I golden shoveled OJ Howard, and I picked him up and ran him out there, and he scored a touchdown.
Yeah, you almost fucked me over with that.
Oh, man, that would have been so good. Only Saquon Barkley and David Johnson when they combined for 5 fucking points. I might have had a chance in hell.
Who is top of your do not draft list for 2020? I don't know. I gotta see
David Johnson.
I gotta see the ADPs at this point to say do not draft. I'm all down with.
I'll draft anybody.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm all down with never scratching anyone off the board. Everyone's got a price.
Emmanuel Sanders, I drafted 1 week in mid-July. Emmanuel Sanders come up with that Achilles. He was seriously like, you're looking at 12, 13 round, and I'm staring at the top of the wide receiver list, and Emmanuel Sanders is still there, and you're like, God. Yeah, I mean, you have to take him that time.
I've never scratched off anyone from my board on draft day before getting drafted. I just don't do it. Everyone's got a price somewhere. But let's see. All right, you almost had Joe. I got no Juju, but I got too much Connor. I have one Connor in my other keeper.
I got one Connor as well in one of those $350 leagues.
I had Connor and Chubb going in my other keeper league.
Drafted at the 12 hole at the turn, first round of the turn. I took James Conner and Michael Thomas. One of those is Sexy Deluxe. One of them is
who is in the urn? I don't even know who is in your urn. Didn't you find that in an abandoned house?
Here's what's up. When my great-grandmother passed away, they were going through all of her stuff, and I was like, this is sketchy. What's this? You know, like I'm a fucking wrestling guy. I'm like, oh, my Undertaker. But, you know, there was never anything in there. I mean, it just looks kind of sketchy in there. I don't really know. I mean, the lid isn't secure. So if you're looking to, like, put somebody in there, it doesn't screw down. You know, it just kind of just sits there. So if you're looking to put somebody's ashes in there, I mean, you got to fucking keep this up and away. Because any slight music, you got fucking dead body ashes all over your fucking house. Last thing you want to do is vacuum up great grandpa.
All right. Picked up Hill and he's already got Drake. Who do I start?
I guess Brian Hill. I mean,
Tony, what are you doing answering these questions, babe? This is our show.
Brian, get out of here. Yeah,
No, I think you gotta start
the
Hill.
ghost from the urns passed on you, or whatever the fuck I just said.
I agree, though. I think you got to start Hill. I think he's got a safer floor at this point.
Yeah.
And he looked pretty decent in limited action.
He touched the
last
ball
week.
21 times after.
So I mean, yeah, I mean, with little to no game plan going in, he's got the
juicy matchup
pretty
too.
well.
He's got the juicy matchup too. I like
Fucking
the Brian.
Cleveland was headhunting tonight. I don't know how many fines are going. All I know, Paul, is that Garrett needs to be suspended for the season.
If he isn't suspended for the rest of the season, Roger Goodell's a fucking joke.
I mean, he's literally.
He tried to kill someone.
Yeah, I mean that's
on the field of play.
It's basically attempted murder.
I mean,
and we're like people. We know how heavy helmets are. Like that is literally like a 5-pound rock. You're just holding on, slinging it.
If I take a helmet uptown right now and start swinging it at cocksuckers hanging up at Dub Bar, I'm going to prison. You're going to prison.
There's a bar, Dub Bar.
There is a bar. How fucking creative is that name?
I know he sucks, but Balaj had 20 carries last game and plays the Bills D. There's no way you can play Balaj.
Maisie's in tow.
I just can't get about it. Speedy, who are your other options that you're looking at besides Balaj?
There's got to be a warm body on the waiver wire.
Kamara or Hopkins. Tony, what the hell are you talking about?
Kamara for Hopkins.
You ain't getting Kamara, baby, okay? I drafted him. I was the only guy loving on him as a rookie. I drafted him, keeping him forever. He's dying with me.
Oh, we got Mostert, and is that ADP? You're talking about Adrian Peterson's old ass?
Those two Mostert. I think he actually has some upside.
Dude, when he touches the football, he runs fucking hard.
He's fast as hell.
He runs fucking hard, man. I like
Starting
the cut
Balaj, Ron Burgundy. What are you doing?
Starting Balaj, you can't do that.
No, baby.
You might do just as good starting me.
Literally.
I'm going to get you 0, but that's as much as David Johnson got.
What the fuck was that?
The Golden Shovel is upset.
Wow. At least he didn't start Rashad Penny getting you negative points.
Baby.
All right, flex. Balaj or Peterson or Demaryius Thomas, Robbie Anderson, Josh Reynolds, 14. Man, 5-man bench. So you just need one of those guys? Kawhi, 93. You need one of those guys to fill a flex? Yes, pick one.
Ooh,
dude, I might start Robbie. What do you think?
No, Robbie Anderson is dead. Dude.
Look at the matchup.
Yeah, but every week they fucking come
Who are you starting? You're not starting Balaj.
All he needs to do is break a big one. Well,
what are you talking, Josh Reynolds? Is that what you're saying? If Cooks is out?
I'm feeling Reynolds if Cooks is out. Or, I mean, I think Demaryius Thomas is better than Balaj.
All I know is Peterson and Balaj are no's. If Cooks is out, it's Reynolds.
Robbie Anderson is dead.
He's starting Balaj.
Robbie Anderson, that question earlier, who's on your no draft list? Robbie fucking Anderson's on my no draft list next year. I've seen him fucking enough. I went out there and grabbed him in the 7th or 8th round this year. I'm like, who's Robbie Anderson? Yeah. He sucks.
Why don't we just set this down, dude?
All right, get it out. Get it away from me. Waving it around too much.
We talk shit about Pettis. Yeah, Pettis is dead to me. Fun fact, I've never owned any Dante Pettis. Actually, you know what? I think last year I drafted him in one league and I sold him after week 1 after he scored a touchdown.
I'm going to Demaryius Thomas. I'm going to Demaryius Thomas out there.
Yeah, I mean, we're both looking Jets receivers, so we're at least kind of in the same ballpark here. I think if you're looking at a floor play, you go D-Train. If you are an underdog and you need some points, you go Robbie. That's what I was saying. You like that? I mean, if you're like, it's going to be a close match or you're favored to win, you probably are.
This dude's rooting for me out there. Hope I beat Tony's ass, baby. I'm coming for that ass, Tone Bones, baby. No lube.
Raw dog in it.
Coming in there. Coming after you hard.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I know. Quit fucking breaking my balls.
I know there's no way knowing Connor was going to go down, but I'm still salty Samuels at 4 on my bench. Yeah, that keeper league that I was talking about that I tried it out. Connor and Chubb, yeah, I've got Samuels as well.
Yeah, so Herndon and AJ Green are out there just bleeding people's benches. They're this little shiny new pet of what it could be, and it just is jack shit.
Now he's on IR.
He literally caught 1 pass on the season.
Made a decent amount of money for that too.
Yeah, good job.
I did hold on to Herndon though. I think I picked him up like
No, you had him.
I picked him up on like week 2 or 3 and held him until like last week.
Yeah.
So that did suck. Well, we do have 20-man rosters, so it didn't kill me too bad. What do you guys think of the Hunt Chubb situation? I have Hunt, by the way, liking what I'm seeing. I do too. I think honestly, when I see Hunt, I view him as basically their safety valve tight end in this offense. I think he's going to be looking at getting 5 to 7 targets a game, which that alone is worthy of RB2 value. And I think, I mean, he can easily get you 10 points every week trotting out there with some ceiling if he finds his way in the end zone. We got to keep in mind this is only their second game together.
Bills D has been a mirage, Tony. They were supposed to score a shit ton at home versus Haskins, too. They didn't do anything there. They played the Dolphins already, didn't do anything there. I love you, Bills. The Bills may have been the most overrated 6-2 team ever coming into last week.
All right, need a streamer. Go Fant, Rudolph, or Eifert. Out of those 3 guys, I like Fant.
Yeah, because Eifert, I mean, you're talking about 2 yards, 2 touchdowns. Kyle Rudolph is like your only ceiling for Rudolph. He's not going to go out there and get you 50 yards.
He had 4 catches, and it was like 15 yards.
He literally had 2 catches for 2 yards and 2 touchdowns at one point last week. That was an actual thing. Baltimore defense or Dallas D. I mean, I know Watson gives up a lot of sacks. Who are the Cowboys playing again? Drawing a blank on the Cowboys right now.
I feel like it was a good game, I remember.
Drawing a blank on them boys right now, but I know the Ravens are playing the Texans. That's probably
Lions.
The Lions. Oh, I mean, yeah, no Stafford.
If no Stafford,
going
you
Dallas
trot
all
out
day.
Dallas.
Going
I
Dallas
mean, Baltimore's D is good, and even with Watson, I feel like they can get you some points. I would watch that.
Oh,
Stafford.
Watson gets sacked like 4 or 5 times a game.
I would watch the Stafford situation. I feel like that's your tell. I mean, right now he's looking severely questionable. True game time decision.
Watson is great, but he does get sacked quite often.
Thinking about dropping New England. Should I? No.
No, never.
No.
No.
Should I bench Galladay with no Stafford? Got Kirk on my bench, but he's playing the Niners.
Who do the Patriots still got? They still got the Jets, the Dolphins, and the Bills.
Their schedule's so easy.
They still got all 3 of their division opponents still to come, and Jets and the Dolphins are some cakewalk matchups out there.
What do you think? Kirk over Galladay if Stafford can't go? That long touchdown for Galladay really saved his day. He only had like 3 or 4 catches, didn't he?
He's only, over the last 4 weeks, Galladay's only averaging 3.5 receptions and only 6.5 targets. So, I mean, he has been getting it done because he's got those 4 touchdowns in those 4 weeks. But I don't know. He's kind of living and dying out there via the touchdown. If Stafford's sitting, I know Kirk got his shit pushed in last time, a couple weeks ago versus the Niners. Only got like 3.6 PPR with an 8-yard rush.
Kirk tried to win it alone for you last week against me.
He ain't dead, maybe. You know how I knew to play Kirk last week? Marnaff tried to trade for him. And as soon as Marnaff tried to trade for him, I was like, his mom's out there working that voodoo. She's out there burning the sage and fucking doing her little fucking chicken dance. And that's when I knew I had to start Christian Kirk.
I think if Stafford sits, you start Kirk, even if it's against San Francisco. I mean, what do you think?
What?
What do you think? If Stafford sits, you go Kirk over Galladay?
Yeah.
That's tough.
That is tough as nails. I mean, the Cowboys pass D is also very tough. They're like top 5.
I would.
Cowboys secondary is tough.
If it was my money, I would probably do Kirk. Kirk's floor, he gets so many targets. He's like top 5 in targets a game.
The game isn't San Francisco this time around, though. San Francisco's coming off that loss in overtime, probably feeling pretty bad about themselves. But, you know, David Johnson is dead. Larry Fitzgerald looks like he's got a foot in the grave as well. I mean, the Cardinals got to do something out there. So I'm thinking Kirk will still get his 8 to 10 targets.
Yeah, it looks like Dallas second against wide receiver points.
Yeah. Dallas is tough as nails versus them wide receivers. They were on the start sits. I said you couldn't sit Galladay, but you probably should just go ahead and sit Marvin Jones. Marvin Jones is like the 16th ranked wide receiver in PPR, but he's living and dying off that 45-point week.
He backed it up though a little. I mean, he had a very favorable schedule to follow that week, which he's been serviceable, but
he's like a Will Fuller.
He's
that doesn't
definitely
get hurt.
would be a sell high candidate in my eyes.
Baby, we're almost in an hour of this. Holy fuck!
Jones Jr. is a stud. He's good. He is good.
Marvin Jones.
I like Marvin Jones. I think he's better NFL player than fantasy.
Yeah,
player.
he is. I mean, if he was a Chicago Bear, I'd be fucking in love with him.
Like I've always thought with Manu Sanu too. I always thought Manu Sanu, obviously, he's getting 10 catches with the Patriots now, but I always thought that Sanu was a guy that I always would want on my team, but he's not necessarily who I want in my fantasy starting lineup. As a Galladay owner,
Jones is the bane of my existence.
I mean, yeah, I've got Galladay in a dynasty league, and that does piss me off every now and then. All right, should I pick up Slayton? I have Danny Dimes in a keeper league. I mean, how many people are in that keeper league?
I like me some Darius Slayton.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, you're talking about Evan Ingram. If he's not looking to come back soon, Sterling Shepard, who knows when he's going to be coming back?
Year.
Yeah, I mean,
Saquon's not getting a lot going right now.
Somebody's got to catch footballs.
14. You keep 14 players?
Yeah, I think it's worth it.
Yeah,
keeping 14.
I mean, who would you cut? I mean, who are you looking at to pick up Slayton? I don't know. Slayton would be a keeper worthy guy, but
14 guys, fuck.
Tony, I'm literally already saying all this stuff, man.
5 players, 14. Oh, five keepers.
Okay.
14 teams. Okay. No, I don't think he's worth a keeper in a 5.
He is definitely not worth a keeper, but he is at least worth picking up.
Depending on what's going on the rest of the season, if he goes out there and continues to love you sexy, things can change in no time.
It's not happening.
I'm hoping he does, because if he fucking loves me sexy, I'm gonna fucking try and get $250K out of that FBG, my second flex, Darius Slayton clanging banging all fucking day, baby.
Slayton looks pretty good, but 5 keepers. We're talking. Is he going to be a top 60 pick next year's fantasy leagues? No.
I mean, Sterling Shepard's still going to probably be in town come next season. Golden Tate's still going to be in town. Evan Ingram's still going to be in town. Barkley's still going to be in town. So you're looking like he's probably going to be like at best like 4th or 5th on the target list, right? In the target share department, he's probably going to be 4th or 5th.
I mean, I'm definitely all on board. I'm picking him up on your roster. Don't get me wrong, but I'm just saying.
I picked him up like 3 weeks ago in a league, baby.
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't think the keeper league has anything to do with picking up Slayton. I mean, he is not going to be a keeper. I mean, we're talking about, even though it is 14 teams, 5 players, you're talking 60, 70 players. You're talking 70 players. Is he going to be a top 70 player in fantasy drafts next year? I don't see it. I think he's going to be like a 14th, 15th round pick.
Yeah, I mean, you're talking about
this guy is going to be a top 5th pick. Yeah,
5th or 6th round pick. That's not.
I mean, definitely pick him up if he's available, depending on who you're going
to. I mean, if he lights the world on fire for the rest of the season, then
if he
he could easily be a 5th round pick.
Finishes with 16 touchdowns and 1,400 yards.
Baby. All right.
We're closing in on an hour.
This has gone so much better. I've had a lot of fun doing this, though.
This is a good time.
I'm enjoying myself. I'm enjoying myself. We got the toilet man over here. He's enjoying himself.
Look at him.
Look at him out there. That's $15 fucking Packard toilet paper right there. That's outrageous, right? $15 fucking dollar. That's why I gotta leave the plastic on it. You can't let it go to. Paid $15 fucking for this Packers shit tape, and they only fucking do the outer layer in Packers, so that shit gets a little tousled. Next thing you know, you just got a $15 fucking regular roll of toilet paper, and I just can't have that. All right, boys, think we're gonna cut her off?
I mean, if we don't get it, Any other questions out here? No other questions? We might say 1 hour is the limit. Let's
Should definitely do more of these, Speedy. I'm in. I'm enjoying myself. This has gone way better. I told Travis, I was like, man, we're gonna turn on that live stream. It's just gonna be me and you fucking talking to nobody. Because you look at it, you know, guys like Pat Mayo and shit, they do these live streams, and I've been on them before, and they only got like 70 or 80 people, and they got like over 100,000 subscribers, and you're like, well, if they can only get 70 or 80 people with 100,000 subscribers, how am I supposed to fucking get anyone?
You guys got to tell your friends to
Like,
get in on the stream.
there. I mean, this is how you do build. This is how you do build credit. This is how you get shit going, though, doing
He
these
needs
live
another
streams.
Sexy Deluxe, though.
Does he?
Right here, baby.
Sexy Deluxe. I mean, who is like the Sexy Deluxe fucking start of the week out there for fucking like just some dick bum assholes that you can just like.
You mean if I could pick anyone off a tree, who would I play?
Yeah,
Or Michael Thomas.
Michael Thomas, Sexy Deluxe matchup of the week.
Yes.
I mean, he's like what worth? He's like 9,900 on fucking DraftKings. So the only one player's over 10,000, and it's Christian McCaffrey.
All right, here you go. Pick 2. PPR: John Brown, A-Rob, Galladay, Kirk. Out of those guys, I'm going John Brown and Kirk. What do you think? I think John Brown definitely. A-Rob's got a tough matchup, and his quarterback sucks. Galladay, I got to see if Stafford's going. Kirk.
If Stafford plays, I'd go Galladay and Kirk.
You not John Brown?
I don't know. I mean, I do enjoy.
I think John Brown is a definite out of those.
The Dolphins. I mean, it is the Dolphins, but I'm feeling a John Brown a letdown week for some reason.
He's only one of 2 wide receivers over 50 yards every game so far this year. Should I pick up John Ross?
He's due.
What do you think? Pick up John Ross. He did actually start the year really well. They've got a whole bunch of wide receivers going. I think if A.J. Green ever plays, which it looks like, I don't think he ever wants to play in a Bengals uniform.
I think he's done playing for the Bengals. I think John Ross is worth a flyer.
I mean, even right now, you could probably get him for free. I mean, the waivers are over. Yeah. Pick him up for free. I mean, if he's out there, go ahead for sure, depending on who you're looking to cut.
Live streams.
What do you think? What do you think?
My boy Paul, he's always hollering at me in the comments section out there. Paul,
live streams.
I appreciate the pound in that comment section. Even if you're saying what's up, just get those comments in there. Get the comments and the shares and the fucking likes up. That's how you get these videos.
I wonder if there's a way that we can link in a stream. You know what I'm saying? Like you're streaming from your house, I'm streaming from my house, and we're both together.
Yeah.
I mean, like we said, we can't do a lot of videos during the week. Really get together because our schedules are always so crazy.
I'm not that high on how this whole shit works here.
I'm hot as fuck, bitch. That was great.
I'm hot as fuck, bitch.
And I texted him that. Apparently, he meant hard.
It's hard.
In a Canadian accent.
It's Canadian accent.
I thought it was hot too. I put it in quotes.
I'm hot. I'm hot as fuck, bitch.
I thought it was awesome.
It was a one take. I listened to it. I thought it kind of said hot, and I was like, it can have 2 meanings. Why not? I'm hot as fuck, bitch.
I like these streams though. I think Sundays.
I'm a big Trailer Park Boy fan. Like Trailer Park Boys.
You ever watch
best
Sonny?
Show ever? Fucking. Oh yeah. Sonny is fucking hilarious, dude. Wild card, baby.
Who was hot as fuck, B?
I'm hot as fuck, bitch.
Silky Smooth J, baby.
Silky Johnson, baby. He was on the site. I think he subscribed a week or 2 ago. I saw his name come up on the notifications. He's one of those guys that lets you know who he's subscribed to out there.
Have you ever guys watched Letterkenny?
Yeah, I do. I do enjoy it. It's kind of like the American Trailer Park Boys, and I do enjoy it. I don't think it's quite as good as Trailer Park Boys, but man, they got a real fucking good thing going on that show.
I want to see if get the iPad. I want to see if there's somehow. Hold on, I got my phone here. I want to see if there's a way that I can like link in with you somehow. That'd be if like both of us can share the screen. Like you're at my place, I'm doing this, and we just do this.
I think you can. I mean, I know. Pat does that shit. I like Pat.
You a big Pat guy?
Yeah, I like Pat.
I'll tell you what, ESPN usually is a joke though for fantasy football.
Oh, there's actually a 180-gallon Oscar tank sitting over there. And we used to sit right in front of it and do all the shows.
And we kind of thought it was funny. It's like a double meaning. We had the big
There
ass
it
tank
is.
and tanking like you suck. You're starting to tank.
It's also full of fucking wrestling figures down here if you want to take a little peek at that too. But yeah, all right, baby. I am a wrestling figure collecting connoisseur, baby. I got them all and I fucking love it. My wife hates it though. She's like, I want to redo the basement, but we're not gonna clog them up with all those goddamn figures again. I was like, look, sounds like we're not redoing the basement. Yeah, there's a 180-gallon tank over there. We used to do the show kind of sitting on my old kitchen table, like in front of the tank out there. But I felt like closer to the camera, the better. Throw some records on the wall, get some Boxcar Willie up there, baby, and run it out.
Next week, deer hunting. So what time works for you, Paul?
Paul,
we're working around your schedule.
I live in the country, so
we live in the heart of deer hunting,
Oh,
so we are right on the
people
Illinois-Iowa border.
People live
It is
for it. I
nothing
got
but
so
deer.
many people calling me, who hunts on your land?
We
Blah,
basically
blah, blah,
have
who
like
hunts on your land?
cows for neighbors, so or at least I do. But I mean, you live out in the country.
Yeah,
You live
not
on
too
the
much
boonies.
livestock going on out here. A lot of woods, some cornfields. A lot of woods.
That means okay. Yeah, I'm down with some pet.
Yeah, it's like
I thought we had the golden shovel.
I only
Hell,
really
welcome
like
back, Ramen Noodle Hamilton.
Oh man, Hamilton,
That's our
baby.
boy.
He
no
is
hunting in
coming back.
California.
He's down in Miami. He's living it up down there with those shit dolphins, baby.
Oh. What do you think of that dolphin fan on all the Facebook comment stuff? You seen that?
No.
That guy who wears like band-aids and shit. You guys know what I'm talking about. He's like some fuckboy grease bomb.
What's he doing?
Like he purposely tries to be like super sketchy, and he's like a Dolphins fan on like all the stuff. We have shitty Dolphins. We can't even tank.
Whoa! I was so glad when you guys.
Dude, I liked it.
I was so glad when you guys beat the Jets because I just knew I was gonna get to listen to.
You used to have a Big Bear too. We still do have the Big Bear. Where's he at?
Tim Andercuss, Cry Me a River, and I love me some Tim Andercuss.
Where's the bear? I think it's in a laundry room right now.
What?
The bear.
The bear?
Yeah.
He's
Hampton.
He's on the hog.
Oh, that's
Hampton
right.
is on the hog. He is a hog staple. We had him out there week 7 wearing the dildo helmet, and people were like, you can't put the dildo helmet.
Did you guys watch that video of Fun Bags tossing when I was wearing the dildo helmet? That was only like the 10th try.
And everybody's giving me a hard time. I put the dildo helmet on Hampton. They're like, what about security? Seriously, 5 minutes after I slapped that cock helmet on Hampton, security came by and took a picture with it. And I was like, see, boys, we got no fucking problems. Like, what about the children? I'm looking around. I'm like, I don't see any fucking children.
Everyone here's either
this is a parking lot full of drunken assholes. You're talking about what about the fucking
Nick
children?
Foles is back, my boy. The stashes thing. Yeah, he kept us at 500, baby. And that's, I feel like, all he could do. They're only really a game or two out of the postseason at this point.
Open.
So
the Steelers just losing. AFC.
They've got Indy.
Open.
They've still got Indy twice. If they win both games against Indy, that is huge. I think the Jags can make a good run here. He shit the bed the last game, though. We talking about Nick Foles, baby? Hey, he looked pretty damn good on that DJ Chark throw in the first quarter.
Yeah, I'm kind of excited.
Love the stash. You know what? I have a Gardner Minshew jersey. No shame.
You actually bought one?
I did. You know, dude.
They made those?
Gardner. Leonard Fournette dug himself up the grave. He did. Let's see. What do we got here? Look at it. Check out that Insta, bitch.
Look at him go.
Look at me. I've got stretchy bands doing stretches. I got the QB band. That's my house. Look at it.
That's hard as fuck.
Love it.
That's his Halloween get up.
I was talking about the stashes last game. Yes, Minshew. Yeah, that hurt.
Oh, it allowed the Jags to have no hard feelings about letting Nick Foles take over.
I think he's just such a bro that he wanted to make the decision easy.
Not even the fans are upset about it now. There is no fans that are upset about Nick Foles literally being handed the job back.
Like, I thought it was going to be a tough decision. I thought that it all came down to one game. If he wins against the Texans, he keeps his job for the rest of the season. If he loses, you get Foles in there. Although I would pay like $3,500 to have Minshew come party with me.
That's a lot of money for Minshew.
I'm serious.
I feel like I could turn it out harder for you for $3,500, baby. We'll get it going.
We're talking about the chicken wing chick.
We'll have fucking blowing strippers in no time.
Talking about the chicken wing chick wrestling.
Oh yeah, there is this chick on fucking Craigslist that you could hire for 50 chicken wings and $100, and she will wrestle any one of your choosings, but she wants to eat the chicken wings first. And I'm like, oh, I'm all in, baby. How can we get
not wash your hands?
Yeah. Oh, I recommend it. You want to rub that shit all over you. Get out there, 250-pound woman out there eating fucking bathered in the hot sauce, fucking tackling Billy. I would pay $1,000 for that.
Going at you, Billy. Me and Billy wrestle every year.
Tell you what, you give him a Goldberg spear, and we'll turn that 100 into 500 real fast.
You can't shit on the golden shovel for Mixon. What do you think about the Mixon situation?
Dude, Mixon is a lot. I mean, if they're
dicey, but they still grind it out with them.
But with Bernard injured, and they're looking to seriously still hand it. I was worried they're just gonna take him off the field and just fucking just
throw it 100 times a game,
3 times, and then punt the football. But that was not the case. They seriously give it to him 30 times, down like 40 points. It was fucking incredible.
250 pounds, yes. I'm pretty sure that's on Craigslist too.
Yeah. 250-pound woman, 50 wings, $100. She will wrestle any one of your choosing, including yourself if you're into that kind of thing.
All right, Hill Stafford is questionable or not going to play. What do you think about Foles? Are your only options Stafford and Foles at this point? I don't think AJ Green plays this year. I agree. I don't think he's ever going to play in a Bengals uniform ever again, unless they sign him an extension, which I doubt will happen. The whole Cincinnati Bengals is canceled. We can run a franchise better than them. You're telling me you can't get a 6th-round pick for Andy Dalton or a 2nd-round pick for AJ Green when you're going to let them walk at the end of the season? What are you doing?
He's not coming back. You might as well get something for him. That was ridiculous, egregious. Like, I know the Bears don't really run their shit very tight either. I mean, I just heard. You know what I heard the other day?
When is the next video? We're gonna run one out Sunday, an hour before the noon game.
Ryan Pace, the year they drafted Trubisky, he didn't even have Watson in for an interview. We're talking about the Heisman Trophy winner. We're talking about the #1 pedigree in that year's draft, and you don't even bring him in for a fucking dinner meeting. Because what? How can you sit down with Trubisky for 6 hours and come away and be like, that's my boy. I don't need to see anyone else. That is ridiculous.
All right, back to Paul here. What are you talking here? Stafford's questionable. Is Foles your only option besides Stafford?
The offensive line has killed Montgomery and the Bears. I mean, what has happened? Our offensive line went from middle of the road to...
I agree that play calling has been very bad.
But our offensive line is suspect deluxe, dude. We weren't opening
not as bad as that Browns offensive line. Oh,
dude,
my goodness.
We couldn't even open any holes up against the fucking Lions last week, and they were the 2nd worst defense in the NFL coming into that game. What are you doing?
I'm rolling out John Brown and DJ Moore this week. What do you guys?
No, Kyle Long. I think Kyle Long's toast. I think he's done. I think he can. His thing was he used to be good in area, like in zone blocking. He used to be good, and he's not. You watch him out there. He looks lost. He looks washed up.
All right, John Brown, DJ Moore. What do you think? I'm a big DJ Moore guy. I think he's got a very safe floor. I
love DJ Moore
with a good ceiling, elevated the last couple of weeks. I think if you can put him in, feel confident about it. John Brown is more of a safe play.
Surprising, though. He's a double-digit fantasy darling this year. I mean, he's going to be on a lot of...
over 50 yards every game.
I think John Brown's going to be on a lot of league winners flex, and a lot of league winners flexes.
I try to get him from Billy. I offered him a 2nd.
You offered him a 2nd? He turned you down?
Yeah.
And he's like 1-8?
That was the week when Keenan Allen was looking like he wasn't going to go, and then he plays.
What the fuck are you doing, Billy?
What do you think about Kaepernick? He's a fucker. Coming back, will he end up anywhere? No, he's washed up. You're telling me that this guy 3 years out of the league is going to play in the NFL again? No, he's not. Josh Allen over Murray this week? I don't think you can sit Kyler Murray.
Kyler Murray playing them Niners, though.
I don't know.
I think you got to go, Joshy. I'm feeling Josh Stallion, baby.
Josh Allen also a very nice floor play.
He does have a nice floor. He gets you those like 30, 40 rushing yards a game. He gets quarterback rushing touchdowns somehow.
Anyone got to be better than Rudolph. I mean, we are talking as the NFL. This is a tough job out there, but Kaepernick might be better than Rudolph.
Kaepernick might be better than Trubisky. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that I don't know. Like the NFL is blackballed him. I think this Saturday warm up or workout.
This is the thing.
It's publicity.
This is the thing. It's a publicity stunt. Could he have a job?
You know what the NFL
probably, but you know what? He's been offered multiple jobs and has turned them all down. There's been 5 to 6 teams that have offered him jobs. He's turned them down because there weren't enough money. You're not a starting quarterback. You've been out of the league 3 years. You're not going to start anywhere. If you want to play in the NFL, you're going to take a backup gig. Simple as that, and it's not what he wants to do.
I think it's all an illusion. I think the NFL is hoping Colin Kaepernick doesn't even show up Saturday, so they have this little court case, right? So they can NFL go in there and be like, I told us so. He doesn't even want to play in the league. We gave him this workout, and he didn't even show up. That's what the NFL fucking wants to happen. Because it's weird. Came on 4 days' notice, coming on the Saturday before NFL games. Zero coaches.
What scouts are going to be there?
Zero coaches are going to show up a Saturday before their fucking game kicks off. Zero. They might send their fucking son-in-law. They might send their son-in-law to give him a little look-see.
All right. So, he's starting Josh Allen. Looks like if Stafford can't go, what do you think about Foles fantasy-wise?
I think he's a wait and see.
I think he is probably a quarterback too. Like if you're obviously
isn't that bad.
If you're in a 2-quarterback league, I know there's not a lot out there. I would feel good about trying as your quarterback too, but in my eyes, he's a backup fantasy quarterback. As soon as teams ask him, are you going to need, he's done. Probably. Also, teams just don't want that publicity. They don't.
They don't want
teams don't want the headache. They don't want people boycotting their games. They don't want to deal with that shit.
No.
They just don't. They don't. It's over. Can we just got to
They don't want the cameras fucking fixed on your backup
Kaepernick
quarterback instead of fucking actually talking about what's happening on a football field.
They just want the Kaepernick thing to go to bed. Could he play? Probably, but you know what? No one wants it. Like, they just don't want that bad publicity.
Speaking of going to bed.
You tired?
Nah.
I was going to say, we're not even to your bedtime here yet.
No, I just got to get up with
your dusty.
With my dusty man tomorrow. He'll be fucking raring to go.
What time's you waking up?
Sometimes he sleeps till like 9, which is amazing.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, sometimes it's good. Sometimes like today, he got up at 7, so I went to bed at like 2:30. I had little balls. All right, boys, we will see you again.
What do we got? Let's burn it off here. We're gonna go a few more questions here. Trade offer: Aaron Jones for Allen, Howard, and Murray. Which Allen are we talking about? And which Murray are we talking about?
I feel like it's gotta be.
I feel like it's gotta be. You think?
Yeah. I think I'm holding Aaron Jones on that one.
I mean, if it's Keenan Allen.
I hate being the one giving up the best player in the deal. I almost refuse to do that.
Any value of Latavius Murray going forward as a handcuff? Probably the best handcuff in the NFL.
Yeah.
But
Alexander Madison.
I mean,
dude, Alexander Madison looks fucking delicious.
I would still put Latavius Murray above him. It is Keenan Allen. I mean, it depends, I guess. And we're talking Latavius Murray, right, for the third guy in the deal. I mean, that's 10. What's your running back situation here? I mean, do you have other running backs? Because
I think I'd hold Aaron Jones on that deal. I feel like you're giving away the clear best player in that deal.
I still like Keenan Allen a lot, though.
I do, but
I mean, he's due for the explosion.
I mean, if you're trading away Aaron Jones and you're forced to start Jordan Howard,
well, that's what I'm saying. Now, let's see what other running backs we got going on here. I mean, if he is your RB1 and that's all you got, you can't pull the trigger on that deal. But
no, he's
I
got to
mean,
be.
if you can salvage out some decent guys, I mean, yeah, I mean, I really like Keenan Allen. I've had him in our keeper league for years. I mean, I'm a big Keenan Allen guy. Kamara,
Yeah, Kamara and Aaron Jones are just
and
smashing people out there. I'd run it out.
but I mean, he would have Latavius Murray too, which is also a decent handcuff.
Yeah, but you
I
can't
guess,
start both. Can't start both. You can't start both because they both can't score on the same drive. It can't. It's not gonna happen. You can't start. You can't play both.
Yeah, I mean,
Got offered
the
Allen
Kamara,
for Galladay before Stavron went down and flat out
honestly, the
refused.
Kamara situation is a little scary going forward. I think the timeshare thing.
Not as scary as Nick Chubb.
Well, that's true.
Kamara is still.
I mean, Kamara's still going to
balls.
get. Yeah, I mean that one drive last week saved his.
Here's what's helping Kamara out. They went out there, did more of a timeshare, and guess what? The Saints fucking lost.
The thing is
So that's helping him out.
The thing is they know that Kamara, if it was a Super Bowl game, he would probably be on the field 90% of snaps. I mean, they know he is the best player on the field.
Yeah.
So I mean, with Hunt and Chubb, I mean, I think Hunt is
That's
just as good, if not better.
That's more of a push.
And really, it's just getting his sea legs out from him.
Baby.
All right, let's we're gonna go 2 more questions here. Two more,
baby.
And once again, we will get this riding out there. We'll do it Sunday. We'll do an hour before all of the games kick in.
This video automatically uploads to our thing, right? It's not just live, right? People can watch this later, right? I don't know about these things. It's the first time I've ever done one.
Is Gurley for Le'Veon Bell a good trade? Oh man,
ooh, both of those have been busty. I think I'm favoring the Gurley side. Le'Veon Bell is bad.
I feel like Gurley, it's more of they're just not using him as much when Bell is just strictly not looking
averaging
good.
3.1 yards a carry. Le'Veon Bell he's averaging only like 5 yards a catch as well. Those are both career lows. And he just has looked very pedestrian. I think he got paid, and I think he doesn't give a fuck.
I think if out of those two, I'd probably have Gurley.
I think I would. I think Gurley's upside rest of the season is looking better. I mean, because you can't save him for the playoffs, Rams, if you don't make the playoffs.
That's kind of what I'm feeling as well. I'm on the same board. I have Gurley in a dynasty league.
Save him for the playoffs
and
if you don't make the playoffs,
it's about
Rams.
any time now where that full blown workhorse role sets in because they need to
75 win. Last week. He was getting chunky yardage.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like he was averaging like 6 yards a carry on the season. They're just not using him as much.
Yeah, when
Bell just flat out doesn't look that good.
Thanks, Ramon, answering the questions out there. Yeah, they can watch later. I love it, baby. You know how long it would take me to upload an hour and 20-minute video on my fucking shitty country internet? I'm talking about 6-7 hours, and it might not even make it. Because my internet goes out fucking constantly out here in these fucking woods. So 6-7 hours without an internet blip, that's pretty unreal.
I don't think Gurley's done, baby. I think his RB1 days are gone.
Yeah, I think his RB1 days are gone, but I think Le'Veon Bell's RB1 days are also gone. The team's better. They're still trying to make a playoff push in the NFC. I think the Jets are just toast. I think Le'Veon got paid. He just doesn't care. And rest of the season, I think I take Gurley to outscore Le'Veon Bell rest of the season in a head-to-head bet right now.
Yeah, like I was saying, I feel like it's about that time where that full workhorse role.
David Johnson is done though. David Johnson is done.
He looks very slow and not good.
No, he looks pretty fucking garbage. We're gonna be working at ADM before we know it, boys.
Smell of ethanol.
Death.
One more. It's gonna die.
Smells of ethanol and death.
Is DJ the Golden Shovel worried?
I think he is. He looks like he's fucking running around with me piggybacking on his back. Just shove it back out there for fucking DJ, this fucking asshole. I mean, you look at it. Kenyon Drake's looking better than him. Chase Edmonds probably looking to come back.
Well, here we go. Here we go. Chase is coming back. Should I keep Drake? That is the last question here. Yes, I'd still keep Drake. Drake's look pretty freaking good.
I think Drake moving forward has RB2 value, and the rest of them you cannot say that for. I mean, Chase Edmonds did look pretty good, but I don't know.
There was also one game when they fully game script to David Johnson.
And it was against the Giants, so yeah. Garbage.
I mean, going in, David Johnson was supposed to play, which he did, but
kind of.
He dressed.
Put on a fucking shoulder pad. And
thanks for the stream. You are very welcome. Once again, guys, thank you very much for joining us. This was a fun time. We had a good time.
Myself, man.
We've been on here for an hour and a half.
How did it happen?
And yeah, this is a good time.
Baby, are you ready to love me?
Catch in. We are gonna get you on Sunday before all the noon games. So when it starts getting hell bent everywhere, you're always getting crazy. Who's putting in? Who he's taking out?
I'm coming for Tony's ass, baby. Ooh, busting out that.
What time Sunday? God, we're in Central Time, so the noon games we're starting at 11.
11 Central Time.
So 1 hour before all your games actually start. I don't know where you're at.
Probably dealing with a lot of West Coasters since it's so late.
Where we got?
Well, we got Ramon in Miami, so he's an East Coaster.
What about Speedy? Speedy's asking time, baby.
Asking time, baby. We're gonna be in there.
Ron Burgundy loves it. New York. Whoa! You're 1:30 in the morning, baby.
Big city. The city that never sleeps, baby. Big city.
All right, so noon, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's noon.
Noon Eastern. Noon Eastern. We'll be in that ass, baby. Maybe a little noon 03, but we'll be in there.
California. Okay, so 9 a.m. for you.
9 a.m.
Get your breakfast. Get your tankers pushing in them. Let's go.
Man. Living in West Coast, man, that early of football, 10 a.m. football every week. God damn, I love it.
They're just waking up to football.
I love when they play in London. I really do.
I know. You just wake up as
I'm gonna be fucking up,
gargling football.
I'm gonna be up anyway. I might as well be fucking enjoying myself some football, right?
I mean, you're just waiting on these games anyway to happen.
Like, sorry, son, you can't watch Blippi. Daddy's got to watch London football.
Prime time, 5 p.m. would be greasy, though. Like, you're at work finishing up and the game's starting.
Yeah. Well, you're not on Sundays. You're not working at
Monday night games.
Monday night games. Yeah, it does blow. You're like on the fucking interstate heading home.
6:30 London games for them on the West Coast.
Baby, staying up all night getting drunk, preparing for some London games.
Fever Bowl.
Welcome to Tankers Fantasy Football, baby. Got to give him that Hulk Hogan thing, though. Oh, God.
Fever, you throw us a subscribe, baby.
Throw us a subscribe.
Maybe throw us a like. Maybe.
Maybe.
You. Go wait for it.
Or maybe you go fuck yourself. People don't like that shit, though, but I do. People do love it. I feel like you're cutting the fat when you're bleeding off of that kind of shit. You're like,
you know what show you're getting into if you kick off with that.
20 seconds in, we're gonna go out there. We're gonna fucking cut the fat by telling them to go fuck themselves right off the bat, right? we're gonna weed out the puss cakes immediately.
You're the man, dude. Fever Bowl. Look at all that chilies. Pup Mama's chili.
Mom, baby. Man, I fucking love this shit. I'm glad you wanted to do this, though. I'm feeling real good about it.
This worked out well.
God damn. My sciatic kind of
acting up. See you Sunday, boys.
So long, but I'm in, baby.
That's what hooked me. Loves it. You guys, Chicago. We are west of Chicago. We're on the Illinois-Iowa border, not the McCorn Fields.
Pretty far west of Chicago. He's a little bit closer to the Iowa border than I am by about 20 minutes.
Paul, where are you at?
Chicago. I know we got the wood grain on the walls. That is very south side deluxe.
Wisconsin, where at in Wisconsin? I go to Minocqua every year, baby.
Wisconsin, baby.
How long have you been doing the show? A few years.
I think I'm about 3.5 in already. It's been a long time. I kind of lose hope out there. He was out there grinding and grinding.
We just need NFL Network to this year deal. Really,
we got like over like 300 new subs this year.
I saw we're almost at 100,000 views.
Yeah, like 80-some thousand views.
It might be more. I think it's like 90-something thousand views.
I mean, you just got to get that subscriber count to 1,000, and then I feel like YouTube starts pushing more. Cause it's all about YouTube deciding to get their fucking head out of their ass and put us in the recommended section for people that watch fantasy football videos. And that's really all it is. Cause I try to spam, I try to get on these subreddits and these forums, and you try to spam, and these people really they get a little pissy cake about that. Even though I was getting a love from our fantasy football this season, I think I got 150 upvotes on one of the videos, but the moderators, they got their little fucking panties in a bunch over there. They got fucking pissing flies in their fucking McDonald's, but they're the type of assholes that bitch at the fucking dude at McDonald's making minimum wage and wonder why he fucking came on their cheeseburger,
I forgot we titled this Live Nudes.
Live Nudes. Sorry, boys. Wasn't any nudes.
Not yet.
Well, still got time. There's always time for a good man titty. That costs money.
We got Venmo.
I'm gonna have to open a Patreon up to fucking get some man titties flowing.
I'm trying to find out these view counts. I think we're up at about 90,000 views.
Really?
Something wild. FIFA Bowl,
Yeah, YouTube does suck, man. It's all commercial. They all fucking Walmart the shit out of you. They just keep feeding the fucking corporate bullshit down here. It's like, come on, man. People are liking it. Like I got like 50 likes on a video that has like under 300 views. Like that's out of this world. Like you're talking about like 40 comments and 50 likes on a video with under 300 views. Like that's out of this fucking world. Like you look at guys like Fantasy Couch. He's got like 30,000 subscribers. He's barely pulling in like 80 likes on these videos, and I'm like sometimes beating him in likes on these videos, and I seriously have like 700 fucking subscribers. It's like, how is that a thing? Why isn't YouTube pushing me more? Because they're a bunch of cockholes, man. Probably like, yeah, I don't like when he says those words about
they probably don't like
themselves.
Probably don't like the MA rated.
MA rated.
TV MA.
It's more TV 14. A couple swear words, nothing real serious. Nobody got shot. Nobody got
pheasants.
Nobody had
pheasants
sex.
are big in the area.
Not really. The pheasant population in the last 20 years has seriously nosedived. The area behind my house is a pheasants forever territory, so they're kind of trying to get them back. But when I was a kid, man, my dad took me pheasant hunting. But there is not pheasant hunting anymore. The coyotes have run them. They've killed them.
I should say, yeah.
This area
definitely was
20 years ago. It was big pheasants, but they have really pheasant population is probably at like 1/8 of what it was 20 years ago.
Tons of deer though.
Oh,
around the Dells, I was up in Adams, Wisconsin, a few years ago, which is pretty close to the Dells.
See, Ramon knows they don't like to go fuck yourselves. I know they die. Why you gotta they gotta take my thunder, baby. That's the hook. That's what gets you in. That's ridiculous. And I gotta go puss cake and just start like talking about heck and G's.
How can we help promote you guys? We always say, obviously the like, subscribe, and everything, but share this video to your league mates. Don't be selfish, Tell your league mates, it makes your league competitive. Have them tell people in their leagues.
I mean, copy and pasting the links and like spamming them. I mean, that's what I do, and I get a lot of heat for that. But I mean, all in, sometimes like I was riding high on a lot of those forums before the little moderators got their pains in a bunch. Because always these little whistleblower pussies. There's like, well, I don't like him, so I'm gonna try to. It's like what's it to you if I go fucking over or not? Like I'm not forcing you to
this
fucking
guy
watch
found us on Reddit. That was when we were spamming the shit out of it last
it our fantasy football? Because they shut my ass down this week. They fucking
last year all we did was spam Reddit.
Yeah, they shut my ass down this week. I'm kind of
whistleblowers.
They want you to do. I fucked up. I should have been more about it. They want you to have only 10%.
Ryan, he found us on Reddit, baby.
See,
Paul
God
loves this. Look
damn
at
it, getting
us.
shut
You
down on
guys
Reddit.
are bros. I'll tell you.
God damn you,
FIBA
shut
Bowl Reddit, baby.
I'm working on. I got another Reddit account going. I gotta get in there, and I gotta
You gotta create a daily burner. All you guys have to create daily burner accounts on Reddit.
Just machine guns. Just machine gun. They got nothing. They can't do nothing but delete Tankers Fantasy videos, and they just keep fucking coming, baby.
Shoving it up.
Shoving it on them, baby. But yeah, you know, you go in there and it's like they only want you to do like 10% of your comments and your post directed towards your page. So I need to go in there. I need to just start answering everybody's who do I start questions on our fantasy football, build my cred up, and then post the video. So you can pay to advertise on Reddit, which I've actually considered. Because on Reddit, unlike Facebook, when Facebook fucking tells my wife that I fucking have a show,
like you didn't know that.
Good fucking job, Facebook. But Reddit, you can actually pick I can pick gambling and fantasy sports, and they will shove your videos toward that. So at least you get to pick the avenues. Where Facebook just fucking, like I said, tells your wife and your neighbor that you do a fantasy football channel. All right, fucking help me. Don't advertise regionally, assholes. We're not selling. We're not fucking we're not working for a fucking.
Selling real estate.
This isn't a fucking food truck. We're not.
We need to make the hog a food truck, though.
Baby, banging and banging. Bears suck balls one more year. We might have to turn the hog into a food truck.
I'm telling you, dude.
Selling sorrow.
Taco truck.
Selling tacos and sorrow, boys.
Beers and burgers. Selling canned beers out the back of the hog.
Unlicensed. I have a liquor license. Fuck no. It's on Dollar, Old Milwaukee's best. Oh, coyotes up the ass. I can go outside right now and stand there for 5 minutes. I'll hear some coyotes howling.
I was actually in Wisconsin a few weeks ago.
Coyotes up the ass out here.
I forgot about that. Had to go get my new Glarus fix in. Love spotted cow.
Yeah.
Do you guys see spotted cow is overrated because you see it a lot in there? Because for me, I think spotted cow is a great beer, even though it is very expensive.
Spotted cow, baby. I don't know. I mean, I'm a vodka man. Like, I'm not into I know I'd rather have like a microbrew than like a Busch Light, of course. But when it comes down to beer or liquor, I'm just gonna choose liquor.
I love both.
Cause I'm not, you know,
it depends.
It sounds ridiculous, but when I drink, I'm drinking to get drunk. The end. Like,
true. I don't drink during the week.
No.
It's pretty much only if it's something going on during the weekends, and therefore I'm either gonna have 0 beers or I'm gonna have like a dozen and then like 5 mixers.
I probably only strap it on like 10 times a year, like sporting events and like random like weddings and stuff like that. I'll strap it on for. But if it's like a regular Saturday night, I'm probably just sitting upstairs, you know, watching.
Yeah, like unless I'm with people, we really don't drink at all. I mean, it's not saying that we don't like to drink, because that would be an incorrect statement. And we can probably consume enough to kill a horse.
Whoa. You tell all your friends, and you tell them all right now, Paul. You fucking tell them, Paul. You get into your league message board and you drop the link to this video right now, Paul. Damn it.
We've got
I told you people were fucking hoarding tankers.
We've got a good bloodline, though. I mean, we definitely have some bloodline of drinkers in our.
Oh, yeah.
So we have some pretty good genes.
On my dad's side,
I mean, Grandpa.
Running wild.
I mean, Grandpa brought home like a 30 rack every day from work.
He was like that drunk that was like drinking, but you couldn't tell he was drinking
because he was so used to it.
You couldn't tell he was drunk, and he wasn't acting drunk, but he was drunk.
I miss him.
But on my dad's side, that's full of booze hounds over there, boys.
We have strong genes.
Full of booze hounds. I got addictive personality.
By the way, if anyone of you guys missed, we actually are related. We're not just two random people
cousins,
do the show together.
Cousins, moms and sisters out there. You know, because when you're trying to, you know, you get people, they say they want to do it. They say they want to be on the show. They say they want to do this. They want to do that. They don't They're afraid of the camera.
No.
It's one thing you can't be afraid of the camera.
They don't know how to react to it.
You can't be afraid of the camera. You cannot. Like, you get these haters. Like, I feel the hate comments all the fucking time. Like, who is this guy? Why is anybody listening to him? I got a small wiener. And it's like this. And you know all these fucking piss hands pissing and moaning are a bunch of small wienered fuckboys out there. They just need to fucking go rub one out. What the fuck you fucking barking at my tree for? I never met you for in my fucking life trying to make me feel bad, which is impossible. I like refuse. This one guy let him have it. He was like running his fucking mouth and his like sign was something 69. And I was like, I am incapable of being offended by someone with the number 69 in their login name. Completely incapable.
All right, how are you guys related? We're first cousins. Our moms are sisters. How did tankers get their name? Or how did Tanker's name come about? Yeah, he's got a what, 180 gallon?
Yeah, 180 gallon Oscar fish tank over there. We used to film in.
So check out if you want to check out our old videos, we're talking like years ago. Check out when we first started.
You got to push back for a while. We got the
fish tank in the back with both of us right in front of it with the fish going on. So it's kind of double mean. We got the fish tank and the tankers. You know, you suck, you tank, you whatever.
The camera quality was a little worse. The audio was a little worse.
It's all about the content, not the quality. That's for sure.
I'm working on it though. I'm getting like.
But honestly, dig up the archives.
Working on one of those.
I want to see how bad some of our things were back in the day. Otherwise, some of our predictions were great. I remember.
Look up Pepashango. Go find your ass. Get in there. Go back about 2 years.
Any fish in the tank, yes.
Go back about 2 years. Find yourself some Pepashango. The thumbnail's gonna have us two and some weird looking fucking asshole standing next to us wearing a fucking rug and a mask. Find a Pepashango episode because that was the birth.
Not a fan of spotted cow. What do you drink, Paul? Wine.
Wine. Oh, wine.
Seltzers.
I'll pound the fuck out of some wine.
I love wine. Actually, I do love wine.
Just the next day on wine is never good. Never good.
All right, so I can't picture what Jason does for a living besides football talk. I want you guys to guess our occupations.
No guessing occupations out there.
Top secret.
Top secret occupational work, baby. I'm a fucking
German beer or tequila. I'll tell you, I hated tequila until I went to Mexico last year, and now I really like tequila.
I strip on the weekends. At a dirty bar.
I feel like there's something else.
Spread my butt cheeks as Mike Honcho. I want you to know this before I die.
He's an engineer, yes.
Engineer. Totally that.
Let's see what else we got.
Right on, boys. I'm fixing. I fixing, man.
Do you want to go to bed?
No, my sciatic's just starting to act up from standing here for so long. You know, I'm a big gentleman. I've been standing here for almost 2 hours.
Go back in the archives. Go dig up the old tankers bids. I know that we got quite a bit, some bold predictions. I remember when I was telling you to get Adam Thielen in the 10th round that one year that he blew up. I also said go get Kamara as a rookie. I said get Evan Ingram as a rookie. I remember all that stuff. Told one of my mates today. Come on, that's one.
Do an intro like the hand thing.
Where can I find the old videos? I think if you just go in our thing,
you
just click on videos and you just check date.
You back a long way.
You can probably sort by oldest. I think. I would think. If not, you just scroll a whole lot.
Maybe, you take your little finger down there, you go down there and waiting for you to fucking go down there. You go down there and you hit that little like button. Maybe you do that. Maybe you don't. Maybe you hit us with a subscription. Maybe you don't. Maybe you go fuck yourself.
There it is.
Or we're talking about the Hogan wag and the slap of the fucking. I like the Hogan wag. You know what I'm talking about.
We used to have an old intro that we toss the football back and forth. It was like Full House style.
I got a guy though. He's good with fucking video edits. We've been talking. He's talking about making us something real fucking sexy. I've been talking to him about Dylan, the guy that actually made me this sign. Yeah. He's a handyman. He's my personal man of many traits. He's my guy out there. If I need some weird shit, I call my boy Dylan Yeager. He's the one that also made my the banner for tankers with the fucking hog and the sign and shit. He made that for me.
Yeah, that was nice.
Yeah, that's Dylan, baby.
I like it.
Yeah, my boy. He's like a jack of all trades, man. He just like does side jobs for people. He doesn't have like an actual job. He just like does side jobs all the time. Yeah, he's a handyman, dude. Do the full intro. What's that about?
Viva Bowl. All right. Well, unless you guys have any other last questions, I think we are going to let you go, and we will be at you guys Sunday, an hour before all the action starts. We'll be going. We'll cram in all those last-minute questions. All right. Thank you very much for tuning in, guys. We'll definitely catch you later.
Love
Benny
you, man.
Snell. Last question, I guess. Benny Snell, he's nothing more than a stash at this point. He has been banged out. I want to hear what Connor, with the injury is on Connor. If Connor's looking to miss more time, Benny Snell is probably free on most places. So, well, I guess they're not now anymore because they'll go to waivers.
Majority of them. I mean, I just don't think the Steelers' offense is scoring enough points to make two running backs valid, per se.
All right. There it is. We'll see you guys Sunday. Thanks so very much for watching. Catch you guys later. Tell your friends.
This went very well.
Share the stream. See you guys later.
Later. That was fucking awesome.